Hello everybody, here we are with Tyrone following up on his groundbreaking of Villa 858. So tell us, Tyrone, you arrived yesterday in the country, and you've seen the advance of your villa, so are you excited?
Man, I'm extremely excited to see what happens with this villa. We put a lot of customization into it, working with Casa Linda to get us designing it the way we want it, and now we finally have an opportunity to see exactly what we put together with the help of the team here. So I'm extremely excited to see how it's all coming along. So I can really start to picture myself sitting in the living room watching TV, sipping on a Long Island iced tea or something like that.
Sounds like a plan.
Absolutely.
So let's take a look inside and let's see where we are. So there's a lot of customization. Yeah, you've made it really personal.
Yeah.
So first of all, this is a 3-bedroom Sunseeker. So it started from the standard plan of a Sunseeker and obviously adapted to his taste and needs. So can you tell us what are the main customization that you've done?
For sure. So one of the first things we did was we looked at the cabinets and we wanted kind of a two-tone feature. So we went with the gray at the bottom and the white at the top. It's not standard to have the wine rack if you don't order it, but we ordered a wine rack because we really wanted to have kind of that elegant feel to the villa. We also widened, if you look at this, we widened the doors. Because like the houses in Tulum, when we travel to Tulum, we know this is kind of an outdoor-indoor feel. So we wanted to make it seamless transition from the inside to the outside. So we widened the doors and we lengthened the roof there. So when we go outside, you'll see that the cover is a lot longer because we want people to be able to go outside and inside seamlessly.
And you've got the beautiful outdoor area, the bar. I think the main special feature is the pool, yes?
Yeah. So we added a couple thousand gallons to the pool because we wanted something larger. We also added a platform so that if you don't want to go all the way in the pool, you can still get in the water and have a good time. I think my favorite part really is the water features, including the jacuzzi and kind of the water feature here, the cascada, if you will, because when you're in the Dominican Republic, you want to hear water, you want to see water. So if you're out here and you kind of hear the water running, it's relaxing. But I love the pergola because it gives people an opportunity to still be outside without getting wet should it rain when you're out in the Dominican Republic. We don't want you to sit in the house. We want you to get outside. So we really took our time with the outdoors.
One of the things as well that people worry about when they decide to buy abroad, and especially building a new construction, is how am I gonna choose all the materials? How am I gonna make sure it looks good? So how was that part for you? Was it easy? Did you get assistance?
So this is only my second time ever building a house. The first one was in the United States. This is the first in the Dominican Republic. So I wasn't sure how it was going to work. But Casa Linda walked me through the process, right? They had samples in the office, and before we started to build, they met with me and asked me, which one would you like? So I was pulling out countertops, pulling out tiles, pulling out wall features and everything. And I said, you know what? This is a very seamless process because I have an opportunity to look at the product, touch the product, look at pictures of the product in different houses. So it helped me kind of become comfortable with the process, knowing that I had the product in my hand and was able to select it before the build started.
Can you tell us a little bit about the color palette that you've chosen?
So we went with the gray and white palette. If you look in the floors, there's gray and white there to accent the walls and the cabinets. The color selection was pretty easy. Only if you don't like a lot of colors, it's really easy. But when you do, you get confused because there is a lot to choose from.
Yeah, and this is a natural wood. It's actually a Brazilian wood called Jiquitiva that looks really beautiful. Yes.
The bathroom, same thing, tile here that matches the floor. A little smaller. We went with the graphite flooring to accent the grays. But then the backsplash, we went with two separate tile pieces running vertically, which was a design feature that Casa Linda really talked about and highlighted. Said, how about this? And I liked the way it looked. So we had an opportunity to really customize this. What I really love is the floor to ceiling tile. You don't always see that, right? A lot of times you might get half tile and then a painted wall. We wanted something like really elegant for the house. We didn't want to go with kind of the party vibe with all these different color lights. We wanted something that when you come, you say, this is paradise. So we couldn't do that. My mind doesn't think that way. So we went with a company called Ecology out in Puerto Plata, who came in and looked at our plans and said, okay, we have a plan for you. And they gave us a few designs to choose from. and was really helpful through the process of just selecting even material again and giving us some visuals, some videos of what it would look like. Made it really, really easy to the point that I had a chance to shop furniture based on what the house is going to look like as a result of working with their company. So.
And it makes it easy as well because you don't really know yet where to go, and so they give you the direction. From the groundbreaking, how has it been the communication from Casa Linda? Like if you'll be getting updates, how has that process been for you?
I think that's been my favorite part is the communication, right? The folks on the team have been extremely receptive. Whenever I send an email, they answer within the day, and our communication is extremely clear. Just the updates that I've been getting, especially recently, as we get deeper into the build, I get an email every week that shows me pictures and is giving me information about where we are in the process. So that's been really good because being in the States and having someone build a property thousands of miles away, communication is like your best friend. It's your lifeline to connect to the property in the process. So without that, I don't care how the villa looks, right? If there's no communication, I'm always going to feel like the villa isn't being done the way I want it to be done, even if it is. So the communication helps me sleep at night, knowing that I'm connected to the place.
And gets you excited as well, to get all the process
I look forward to the Friday. So when I get the email Friday, I'm like, yes, let me see what it looks like. So when I can't get here, it makes me feel like I am here.
Are you going to use the villa for your personal use, or are you going to rent it?
Yeah. So I'm going to rent the villa and use it for personal use whenever I come down with family.
We've been talking about the Casa Linda team and assistants, and a person that I think made also a big part in it is Steven.
Steven was instrumental in our process, just guiding us through what it would look like, getting us all set up with the contacts, and really showing us property so that we had an idea of what we wanted to do. So without that aspect of it, we're just guessing. But the ability to tour places in Casa Linda, go inside of villas, really helped us get an idea of what we wanted to see in our villa. So thank you for providing that guidance early on in the process, because this is what you get.
What is the thing that you're looking forward the most?
For me to look forward to that moment when I get to walk in, scan my key card and sit down and say, this is my house.
And we're looking forward to see that happening.
Thank you.
And it will be very soon, very soon. So
hopefully. Very close. For sure.